Okay, just for those who've not been here before, Ashley's just been setting up the video so that it goes out onto YouTube. What, couple of days? Yeah. Couple of days. Okay. Sorry? Yes. And it's not filming the children. It's filming this table at the top here. Okay. Okay, welcome everybody to Hamforth Town Council meeting for February. Should the alarm sound, it is not a drill. So please get out as soon as possible, either from the way that you came in or the exit behind us. Item 23051, to receive apologies for absence. Are we any? No. Thank you. Item 23052, to note declarations of interest and requests for dispensation to discuss and vote on a matter in which a member or co-opted member has a disclosable pecuniary or non-pecuniary interest. We just need to clarify something with Ashley. Councillor Smith.
Do we need to declare an interest in Ferndale?
Yes, you do.
Right. And
it's an interest, but you can vote on the matter.
Friends of the Station?
No interest there.
No.
I don't see it, no.
And the youth clubs?
No, I don't see it.
No?
No benefit personally.
Okay, thank you.
Just from the Hamforth Grange side, both my children are there at the moment.
Yeah. Would you benefit personally?
Not enormously, only the children.
Only the children you want.
Okay.
But I will know your interest with you.
Cool, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Item 23053, the open forum. These are comments and questions concerning items on this agenda which may be put to the council by the public during this period. Matters which in the chairman's view require debate and or a discussion will be referred to the next committee or council meeting as appropriate. Items not pertaining to the agenda may also be taken at this time at the chairman's discretion. The public forum is restricted to 15 minutes and strictly 3 minutes per person unless the chairman allows otherwise. This isn't aimed at the Grange School, but does anybody else have any comments that they wish to bring up? Roger.
I will take any questions that the council might want to ask about that application.
Thank you.
Item 11, I wish to express my personal support for, and I believe that there are members of the Friends here who will correct me if I'm wrong. I'd like to say that this item also has the support of the Friends of Hamilton Association in general.
Thank you, Roger.
And I will answer questions on that should the council want to ask.
Understood. No one else? Mrs. Walsh.
Yeah, Raspberry Contact, the National Grade Court, asking for £1,000 for games or festival. I'll put this out on Facebook. Could you please clarify exactly who they are and what the festival is for, raising for? Is it raising funds for them to use in Hamforth, or is it going to be help the heroes?
No, I don't think the council is in a position to go into detail on what that organisation or group is doing. What we are requesting is that a member from that group is here at the next meeting to discuss it then. No, it will be deferred. Okay. Yes.
We don't know anything about this. obviously this is going to have a bearing on the transport that is taken on. And again, the application to support it, is the town council making the application, or is it another group?
I'll go into it when we get to the actual item, rather than going into detail now. Any more questions? No? Okay, thank you very much. Now I'd like to allow Hanforth Grange School to make their presence known, and with regard to the coronation grants. You're welcome to stay and watch the meeting, or if you wish to bail out now, we won't be offended. No? You're welcome. Well, no, no. Yeah. Yeah, well, they got applauded till the end. Bit of a difference there between the tall lad and the little girl, wasn't there? Okay, thank you. Next item. Pardon? We do it. We'll do it when we get to the item. Okay. 23054 to approve and sign the minutes of the Hanforth Town Council Finance Committee meeting of 17th of January 2023. Does anybody have any issues with the minutes? No. Can I have a proposal to accept them, Councillor? And to second? Okay, and we have a vote. Those in favour? Thank you. Item 23055 to approve and sign the minutes of the Hanforth Town Council meeting of 17th of January 2023. Does anybody have any issues with the minutes of the last meeting? No? Thank you very much. Can I have a proposal to accept? From somebody? And a second? Thank you. Can I have a vote in favour, please? Unanimous. Thank you. 23056, we will defer this item to receive a report from the PCSO. Do we need to vote to defer that, Ashley?
No, he's not here, so we can't really do anything about it.
Okay, yeah. He's been deferred.
Yeah.
Okay, item 23057 to approve and sign the order of payments for February 2023. Anybody any queries or issues?
I just have one question that I just want clarity on, please. The pension fund, is that part of the salary? Or I don't know why that's been mentioned separately. I just want clarity.
There's,
We have to pay them separately.
Okay, so it's for the employees, but it gets paid separately. Okay. That's it. Thank you.
okay, can I have a proposal to accept? Thank you. And a second? Thank you, Councillor Smith. Can I just have that? Thank you. All those in favour? Thank you. No, that's order of payments, yes. Okay. 23058 to receive report from Ward Councillor Julie Smith.
Thank you, Chair. We've had 2 very successful community skip days in February. Residents came out in force and both were filled to capacity. Paul and Ashley also cleared a fly-tip sofa and mattress from a grass verge on Spath Lane. We're hoping to do... Can we... Thank you. We're hoping to do some more in the coming weeks in association with Onward Housing. I've received many reports concerning dog mess around the village, in particular Meriton Road Park, where there were reports of 15 incidents that had been left on 2 occasions in 1 week. I'm pleased to report that following a post I made on social media requesting the dog wardens patrol, the problem appears to have reduced significantly, with only 3 incidents occurring in the park. It's unacceptable that dog owners do not clean up after their pets. Feces can be particularly hazardous to children should they inadvertently get it on themselves. We now have a dedicated Cheshire East Council community warden who can be contacted regarding problems of this nature in the future. I spent 2 hours last week driving around Handforth with the Cheshire East Highways manager. All white lining I requested has now been carried out, except that at the Bluebell Lights and Tesco Express, as these both require road traffic orders. In the case of the Bluebell, temporary traffic lights would be necessary to safely complete the work. At Tesco Express, a road closure would be necessary. This would probably be done on a Sunday. We also identified more locations which require pothole repairs, several trees requiring attention, road sign replacements, and new drop curb installations. Still on the subject of highways, I've recently been contacted by a number of residents asking me about the possibility of designated parking spaces or double yellow lines outside their properties. Cheshire East no longer install H-bars outside properties, and the police have stated that they would not condone double yellow lines on any residential estate. Following a number of calls and messages from residents, I've written to the Police Crime Commissioner regarding the increasing instances of antisocial behaviour in the village and the problems with the vape shop. My queries have been passed to Cheshire Police for comments and investigation. The Police Crime Commissioner will be visiting Handforth Junior Youth Club representatives and Onward Housing representatives later this month to see the newly installed floodlights installed with funding from Onward Housing and the Police Crime Commissioner. I intend to further discuss the ASB issues with him at this time. Earlier this month, I received several calls and messages from Clay Lane residents as a number of trees and hedgerows were being cleared from an area of privately owned land. The residents had been informed that a development of 65 houses was planned. Following extensive research and discussions with planning enforcement, the principal arboriculture officer and the neighbourhood planning manager and interim environmental planning manager, who all confirmed that the site has no status in the local plan other than the policies which apply, for example, green belt. It was also confirmed that the trees and foliage which had been cleared was not subject to any tree protection orders, But if the remaining mature trees were to be felled, then a felling licence would have to be obtained. I have asked Cheshire East Parking Enforcement for a more regular presence in the village, in particular around the village centre where parking is at its worst. Also at the top of Meryton Road, School Road and the full extent of Sagars Road. I am pleased to report that they have been patrolling the village today. I will be arranging a community litter pick on the 11th of March, as there is a growing problem again with littering in the village. Finally, I received an email from a fellow ward councillor from Congleton who had been contacted by a Handforth town councillor regarding a matter on which I had reported on to town council last year. Can I please ask that if any town councillor requires information on any work I am involved in my ward, that out of respect, they direct the enquiries to myself in the first instance. Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, Councillor Smith. Yes, the skips are very, very well used, and I know they get over full. Unfortunately, there's an area that has been sadly missed, and it's on the South Ward. Nobody has been offered a skip, although they say there is no place for a skip to be placed. Now, I did speak with Ashley, and I have asked a member that lives on the South Ward, and he's going to try and find a place, but they've asked for it to be on a Saturday morning. Now, I can turn out and help. I'm sure others will. I have said to Ashley, as long as we have high vis on and a list of stuff that can't go in, I'm quite prepared to go out on the Saturday morning. But we await information from where this skip's going to be held.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah, of course.
When it was looked at for the South Ward previously, as you say, they couldn't find a location for it. So it was planted in the car park here. Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Well, maybe not by the people from the South.
Well, yeah, there were people. Yeah, there were people there. Well, whether the person you have spoken to didn't use it. Yeah, but it was published, and yeah, it was there's some good toys in there as well. I remember. Yes. Okay. So we do have an option for Southwood.
Yeah, but if they can find a better place on the South Ward,
Yes.
it can still go.
Absolutely
there,
fine. Yes.
Yeah. And can it be
Right,
on
so
Saturday morning?
If someone is capable, is there to run it, but that would also depend on the clerk.
I did ask the clerk if we could have it, and he said as long as there was a responsible person.
Okay.
There in a high vis with a list of what can't go in it, and then we can share it round.
Okay. Thank you.
Can I please ask a question?
Certainly.
Just about the dog warden, you said that there is a dog warden in Hemforth, and we have to contact him or something along those. There is somebody available. So does he do walkabouts, or do we have to contact him to say, can you do walkabouts? So we have to contact him directly ourselves. Okay, so he doesn't do like on spot checking, maybe going through the parks at some point. Is that something he could possibly consider?
The rules were changed in April last year.
Okay.
So no,
he's not allowed. Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
A couple of questions actually. Thanks so much, Councillor Smith. So that's great, great work. On the community warden, how is that person's contact details being distributed? Do we have that? Okay, so that'll be kind of pushed out the community. Brilliant. And then a question on the Clay Lane clearance.
Pushed out to people who make complaints because it's a private, it's a mobile number. So
okay. So it's not something that people can't contact them directly. They have to get the contact details off somebody else to. Yeah. Okay. I'd imagine that their contact details will gradually spread around people anyway. Then. Okay, that's just fine. Right. Excellent. Okay. Thank you. And the only other question was on the Clay Lane clearance. Do we know whether an ecological survey was carried out before the clearance?
Sorry.
An ecological survey normally would be carried out before any clearance work like that. It should
But
be.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, it was all but cleared its foliage from the
That-
lower levels.
That area, yeah, it doesn't only relate to trees though. The only way to prove that you've not had a negative impact ecologically is to carry out a survey before you do work like that.
Well, the environmental people have been involved in it and the visited
Oh.
the site.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's the interim. Second. Yeah, the arboriculture officer and the interim environmental planning manager
Awesome.
have been out because my initial inquiry was about bats and
Newts.
great crested newts because it was thought that a pond was filled in, but it seems it's not the case.
Nice one.
So,
Cool. Thank you.
Can I just ask one more question, just on the community warden, just back up what Sam has said? Who do the residents contact to get the details? Do they contact Ashley? Do they have to post on Facebook? Ashley. So Ashley's the person to direct to. Okay. Could they not do it on Fix My App and then he fix my street? No. So it has to
Well,
be.
there should reports on there anyway.
Okay.
I get copies of all the reports on there, so I would
Okay. That's
contact them anyway. So.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Item 23059, to review and agree any received King's Coronation Award applications. Yeah, I know, well, we're not there yet. This is where we mentioned before about whether or not we've got a declaration of interest, and we're happy that the youth clubs and Ferndale, but we can vote. Right, okay, right, okay. Yep, okay. Okay. How do you want to do it, Ashley? Do you want to just go down the line and vote on each? Yeah. Okay. First item, the Mobility Access Group. Oh, sorry. Beg your pardon, it's stuck under there. Yeah. South Acre Drive residents, £250. Can I have any objections? No? Okay. Do we need to vote each one, Ashley? Yeah. Can I have a proposal? Thank you. And vote in favour, please. Thank you. Mobility Access Group. Anyone any objections? No. Have a proposal, please. Thank you. And we've got that, yes. And vote in favour, unanimous. Hamforth Grange School. Okay. Proposal and a second. Thank you. Vote in favour, unanimous. I'll go to Nappy Rate Club at the end. Residents of Ferndale. No issues. Got second vote and vote in favour. Sorry, it was Ferndale, wasn't it? Yeah. So, well, 2 abstentions. Yes.
2 abstentions.
Okay, thank you.
No, sorry, I did raise my hand, sorry. I'm reading on.
Friends of Hamforth Station. No objection. Can I propose and a second? Thank you. Vote in favour. Thank you. Hamforth Youth Clubs. Any issues? No. Have a proposal and a second. Thank you. Vote in favour. Unanimous. Henbury Road Supported Living Advocacy Group. Any queries on that? No. Thank you. Can I have a vote in favour? Unanimous. Thank you. Okay. And the question of the Naffy Break Hub. This item is being deferred. Do we need to vote on the deferral, actually?
Is this a different?
You didn't mention them in the King's Coronation Award.
No,
So
because
who?
can I just answer that? The NAFI, they have asked, they don't have a bank account. So the suggestion was that the town council, if the town clerk was able to do it, was anything that they wanted, they presented a receipt to the town clerk for both this one and the grant that they've asked for as well. But unfortunately, because we can't ask them any questions because they're not here, I've asked for this as Chair of Finance to be deferred to March.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. Can I have a proposal for that, please?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it's still in time, so.
Yeah.
Can I propose defer till March? Second, thank you. Can I have a vote in favour? Unanimous, thank you. That's all of them? Yes?
Same applies to the next.
Yeah.
item.
Yes, exactly the same.
I'll propose for it. 230510, the grant application from the NAFI Club. I've asked for it to be deferred. I'm wanting to meet with the person who's requested the grant, along with the town council clerk, because they don't have a bank account, and as you've all seen, the grant doesn't meet the criteria that we've put in place, and it's unfair if we start giving out